Once every 5 years, the world gets together and puts on an Expo, always entertaining with high-tech presentations and fantastic architecture. The Expo enables countries to share their culture and confront issues important to the world with a search for solutions. Expo features exhibits and pavilions of 150 different countries and companies. When you visit, it's like taking a trip around the world and into the future. This year, Expo 2025 is in Osaka, Japan, an amazing city to visit with an excellent connection by newly expanded subway direct to the Expo. Various signs in the subway station make it easy to get around, then ride about 40 minutes direct to Expo.
Welcome to Expo!
Upon arrival, the first thing you'll see is a massive wooden structure that forms a ring all the way around the site, with several escalators to bring you right up to the top for a fantastic view. Especially magical at twilight. When looking down from various angles along this grand ring, you'll see most of the buildings of Expo, along with the plazas, gardens, and promenades completing this lovely space. Gliding back down to ground level, you'll gain another lovely perspective of the grand ring. Beautiful night and day, with benches providing a sheltered place to rest.
So far, I'm blown away by what I've seen. I'm feasting my eyes on the great ring.
At 2 kilometers long and 10 meters high, the ring is the world's largest structure made of wood. The water plaza next to the ring occasionally puts on fountain shows with illuminations at night. There are broad pedestrian plazas running through the Expo and a forest of tranquility at the center. The area enclosed within the Grand Ring is about 600 meters wide, with some pavilions outside the ring, giving the Expo a total area of 155 hectares, containing about 80 different buildings. When you are actually at Expo walking around, you'll find that it's much bigger than it appears to be on a map or in a video. There is so much to see spread over a large area that you need more than one day to have a good look. I photographed what you're seeing in the video on a 2-day visit going from opening to closing, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m., and still I was not able to see everything I wanted to get to, even though I had a media pass that helped me skip some of the lines. Oh yes, there are lines. You might have to wait 1 hour. Sometimes the lines are 2 hours to get into the most popular pavilions. It is possible to make some reservations. You can go onto the Expo website to learn about that, which helps to get into pavilions faster. Your main activity will be going inside the large pavilions that feature individual countries. One of the best is Canada, that dramatically presents the breaking up of winter ice during the spring thaw, symbolizing renewal and sustainability. Handheld tablets utilize augmented reality to show scenes of the country. These devices enable visitors to interact with the pavilion's exhibits. By pointing the tablets at the installations, dynamic visuals are displayed showcasing elements of Canadian nature, lifestyle, and industry. As you move the tablet around, the visuals also move, making it seem like you are participating and actually creating the movie. It's so much fun to play with this gadget that many people want to take a picture of the picture. It might seem that you're looking at icebergs, but these towering blocks of ice represent the winter rivers melting and breaking up with the streams beginning to flow. A striking example of nature's raw power, representing sustainability and renewal. You can see how popular these tablet devices are with the visitors because they create this personalized and immersive experience where you feel like you're in control of what you're viewing, rather than passively watching a big screen, taking your imagination beyond the dimensions of the pavilion, interacting with vivid representations of Canadian local life, culture, and landscapes. It dramatically reveals some hidden wonders of Canada. When departing, the pavilion continues that visual theme of ice and water. No wonder Time Out mentions Canada first among its top 5 pavilions. The front of the Portugal pavilion features nearly 10,000 suspended ropes, along with recycled nets, heralding the nautical themes inside. Also at their restaurant featuring Portuguese cuisine, and in the entryway where you walk right past the ropes. The pavilion showcases Portugal's maritime heritage and sustainable ocean initiatives. A 5-minute presentation encourages harmonious coexistence between humanity and the ocean, with a warning from a large whale. Protecting our environment is part of the overall themes of the Expo. Portugal occasionally provides entertainment, including traditional music from a walking choral group. Many of these outdoor events happen on stages and plazas, but they're not well publicized. You have to be lucky to catch them, which is another good reason to spend several days at Expo to increase your chance of getting entertained like that, which also provides time to see more pavilions. Luxembourg conserves energy with a rooftop canopy that shades the pavilion. Kuwait's canopy looks like a bird ready to take off. Null 2 is covered by a mirror membrane that is physically moved by internal robotic arms and vibrations, with constantly changing reflection. The large spiral wooden sculpture in front of the Austria pavilion resembles an oversized musical notation, in keeping with the classical music tradition of Austria that you'll find throughout the pavilion, along with images of the country and interactive experiences illustrating Austria's spirit of composing the future, focusing on innovation, tradition, and sustainability. One of their workers has a most appropriate mixed heritage.
My mother is from Osaka and my father is from Austria.
From Austria. When seen from the Grand Ring, especially at twilight, the Germany pavilion looks the most beautiful of all. Notice the circular shape, which expresses the theme of the German pavilion, which is the circular city and circular economy. They even have a circular sofa that people can relax on. A circular economy emphasizes such things as recycling, moderate consumption, local production, preservation of nature, and smart use of technology. They have some fun interactive displays and gadgets that help you design a circular city. That type of circular urban plan minimizes waste, conserves resources, and creates sustainable growth. These cities integrate renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal power. Local food networks connect urban producers with consumers using vertical farms, rooftop gardens, and community food production. Even their restaurant is circular, with tasty German food and beer. It's nice to sit down and have dinner at the Germany Pavilion in their German restaurant with a beer. From Germany to Italy and another fine restaurant. The Italy Restaurant Group has spread throughout the world with nearly 100 locations, including many in Japan. The main theme of Italy's pavilion is Art Regenerates Life, highlighting the fusion of creativity, innovation, and tradition that defines the Italian identity. There are several original Italian artworks, including the Farnese Atlas, which is a 2nd century marble sculpture. And the Vatican has participated for the first time at an expo with a loan of Caravaggio's The Entombment of Christ, one of his largest and most important paintings. On the main pavilion floor, there's a whole series of freestanding videos offering a look at some of the great sights of Italy with a casual, innovative arrangement where you can just walk among them. Larger videos present some of Italy's artistic and scientific achievements. and original pages of Leonardo's Codex Atlanticus. This dazzling display offers one of the most exciting experiences at Expo. I spotted the pavilion mascot exiting, dressed in a light blue kimono. The Czech Pavilion was constructed from wood and glass brought from the Czech Republic. From the roof you get a nice view of the Grand Ring and Water Plaza, but it's a long walk to get up here along this spiral uphill climb. The restaurant on the ground floor offers several Czech dishes with an unlimited supply of Pilsner Urquell. The Belgian Pavilion focuses on biotechnology and public health, as explained by Justine.
This is our pavilion focuses on saving lives, and our tagline is human regeneration and vaccinations, and how Belgium wants to attack disease and how we want to make the world healthier. And the heart of our pavilion is actually, there's all real plants in here. We have to water them, and there's like a whole system in place to keep them alive. It's like a place to unwind and to relax. You should visit Belgium because there's so much to do and so much to see, and we have so many different types of cities, and like Liège and Namur and Dinant, and so in the north we speak Dutch or Flemish, but it's a variation of Dutch, and in the south we speak French. The food is amazing.
Stewed beef and Belgian beer, a classic combination. A reflecting pool extends out from the pavilion with another lovely view of the Grand Ring. And open plaza, lively with activity. China's exterior is inspired by traditional bamboo and calligraphy. Their theme is building a community of life for man and nature, future society of green development. They emphasize the harmonious coexistence between humanity and nature. An ancient painting with country scenes is magically brought to life through digital animation, showcasing traditional farming. They have a live demonstration of traditional kite flying and a variety of sculptures that reflects back on history, while cutting-edge displays look toward the future. A large video wall gives a presentation of a day in the life of China, starting with sunrise, then going through the day and into the evening. Many pavilions have large video displays, but few of them provide a place to sit down and relax while watching it. Of course, everybody loves the pandas, which have been carefully protected by China. After watching these happy visuals for 5 minutes, it's time to leave. But China continues entertaining with dancers at an outside plaza. The Philippine exterior is inspired by traditional weaving that we'll see much more of inside.
Welcome to the Philippine Pavilion. Everything about our culture and our heritage, so come and see us.
With a theme of woven together for a better future, the pavilion features over 200 handmade textiles celebrating heritage, biodiversity, and creativity. The facade has 200 woven panels. Malaysia had some live music in front of the pavilion designed with a bamboo motif. The centerpiece Tree of Harmony with the spiral stairs winding around symbolizes unity, growth, and cultural heritage. The pavilion highlights Malaysia's advancements in green technology and sustainable practices, showcasing its diverse cultural heritage. Kuala Lumpur is a modern city with one of the world's tallest buildings. The video follows a young girl on a symbolic journey through Malaysia's rich cultural heritage, biodiversity, and sustainable aspirations. We'll hear more of the music at the end of the program. They make it so easy to go back up on the Grand Ring. You can even take an elevator. Notice the 3 levels of walkway up on top. Heading down to the American Pavilion, we can see the long line waiting out front. It's one of the most popular at Expo, so you have to be patient to get inside. At least there's a big video to watch. Inside, the primary activity, as in many other pavilions, is watching large video projections on the wall and ceiling. Planning for the USA Pavilion began at the start of 2023 when they ironically developed the theme, "Imagine what we can create together." The climax in this pavilion is the launching of a massive rocket heading for outer space. Another big rocket is launching on the facade of the Korea Pavilion that features the largest external video display at Expo, 27 meters wide and 10 meters high. Brilliant in daytime, super bright at night, clearly visible from various vantage points, including the nearby Grand Ring. Several buildings called Commons are home to 70 different countries. These are much smaller pavilions than those large buildings we've been in, but they have a special charm where you can interact directly with natives of those cultures and learn about their society, their country, their economy, and travel opportunities. You'll enjoy a personalized experience and you don't have to wait online, such as at the Slovakia exhibit.
Yeah, I am from the city of Košice. It's the second biggest city in Slovakia. I really like living there. I was born there and I lived there all my life. My favorite thing about Košice is that it is the golden center between a village and the big city. So I really like how it's calm but also bustling with life.
Everybody I met in the Commons building was friendly, and they are there to talk with you about their country.
Hello, I'm Maria from Montenegro. This is a small part of Montenegro and it's called Boka Bay. So I think it's the most beautiful for visitors, especially because of the town, which is called Qatar. It's on the UNESCO list. There is a beautiful fortress, it's called San Giovanni, so you can go by there climbing some steps. When you come on the top of the fortress, it's beautiful.
Slovenia is another Baltic nation with a booth inside the Expo Commons building.
Slovenia is a small country located in Central Europe. We have borders with Italy, Austria, Hungary and Croatia. From this side of Slovenia to the other side, it's about 300 kilometers only. Quite small country. If you want to go from Croatia to the border with Austria, this will take about 150 kilometers. Well, we're so small that a lot of people don't even know that we exist, and then that could be a really big plus for the tourism.
So it's not overcrowded.
No. Slovenia is quite a petite country. There are some tourists. We have some tourists hotspots, but not overcrowded like major European cities and destinations.
And lots of hotels.
We have a lot of hotels, not big resorts. Most of the hotels will be owned by local people, so that's a big plus if you want to dive into the cultural heritage.
Right.
Slovenia.info website, the National Tourism Board. You have all the accommodation in Slovenia, so from campsites to luxury 5-star hotels.
Among the many joys of walking through the Commons is learning about countries you are not familiar with. We call this country Kyrgyzstan, while their official title sounds like this.
Our country, Kyrgyz Republic, is located in the Central Asia, and I recommend you to visit our country because our country is so beautiful, especially our nature is really, really beautiful because our country is high mountains with lakes.
A highlight of their culture on display are carpets made from felt, important for the traditional yurt dwelling. Next up, the Baltics.
Hi, so welcome to the Latvian and Lithuanian Pavilion, or the Baltic Pavilion overall we call it. Our main message is we are one. We're inviting people to come visit our beautiful countries. The main attractions, I would say, for the average person for Latvia would be beautiful architecture, beautiful nature imagery, and also great beer and great food. Latvia is the exact place where I would go for it, to both relax and have a great and fun time for a very affordable price. The Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site where it's still preserved with all the olden kind of rocky terrain that we still have that you can drive on. People still come to see the olden churches, the olden buildings. Riga used to be, the old Riga itself has been alive and there's messages still from the 1200s. So you got architecture, you got history, you got great food that's kind of maintained its vibe. And in overall, I would say the culture is a mix between Germanic, Swedish, Eastern European, and then our own Baltic type heritage.
San Marino is another one of those very small countries that benefits by sharing a space inside the Commons building, with a lively video presentation and a chance to speak with a native.
San Marino is the oldest republic in the world. It was founded in 301 and it's the fifth smallest country in the world. I mean, you can go from one point to the other of San Marino in just 15 minutes. We speak Italian, since of course San Marino is situated in Italy, and we use the euro as well, but we're not part of the European Union. And the population is 34,000.
Okay. There are also quite a few exhibits in the Commons representing the Pacific Islands.
We are a fast advancing democracy and fast growing economy as well. Yeah. Yes, we are a country of 1,000 tribes, all different, 600 languages. We are a diverse society of different cultures, but yet we hold together under one constitution. We are one country, united and going strong in diversity.
Vanuatu, another Pacific island group.
Hello everyone, my name is Gilbert. I am from Vanuatu. We have more than 100 native languages. We are an archipelago of 83 islands, beautiful beaches, good weather, luxury resorts. There's a price for everybody. Please come to Vanuatu and visit us.
Yet another tropical paradise.
Samoa is a Polynesian nation located in the South Pacific. And we have a population of 200,000 people. Our main industries are tourism, fisheries, and agriculture. We have very great hospitality and services, as well as our accommodations, from resorts to hotels. So please come visit us.
The Solomons are another Pacific island group that you'll find at Expo. Well known for their exquisite wood carving and famous for the World War II battle at Guadalcanal. Dominican Republic is an island nation in the Caribbean known for its beaches, resorts, and golfing, with an annual carnival like a little Rio. Christopher Columbus landed here on December 5th, 1492.
Uganda is a country, landlocked country, located in Eastern Africa. Uganda is known as one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The people are welcoming. We have the mountain gorillas, which is the major attraction these days. 50% of the mountain gorillas are in Uganda. Uganda has wildlife, elephant, rhino, buffalo. So there's a lot to do when you come to Uganda. You can enjoy the culture, the food. You could meet the people. Yeah, so welcome to Uganda.
These commons buildings create a collaborative international experience for the visitor to explore different cultures and perspectives in a shared space. There are 4 common pavilions in the central part of Expo, hosting a total of about 70 nations. Walking through is an efficient way to experience multiple countries in a single location, making them particularly appealing for those who want to see diverse perspectives and have personal conversations without waiting online. Another type of pavilion has individual countries with their own separate space, such as Cambodia. The pavilion incorporates traditional Cambodian architecture with cultural elements that highlight Cambodia's rich history, including a scale model of Angkor Wat. The diverse presentation includes video, reconstruction of temples, artifacts, and at the end of your visit, there is a lovely gift shop with authentic Cambodian arts and crafts. Nearby, you'll find Chile with a 240 square meter hand-woven tapestry. The Colombia Pavilion has cubes on the outside and a vibrant floral display, along with other exhibits featuring dramatic video projections. This is typical of many of the pavilions at Expo, with lots of video on the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. Sometimes right on a curtain with an opening that can bring you into another dimension. You are in the same Colombian pavilion, but it seems totally different. A dramatic change of presentation. Then exit through the gift shop, selling authentic Colombian arts and crafts, and perhaps get a cup of Colombian coffee. A traditional Japanese thatch roof covers the Earth Mart, while inside we find a vibrant marketplace inviting visitors to experience food as a communal and cultural journey, providing immersive experiences that cultivate a greater sense of appreciation for the food that we eat. The video shows 25 Earth foods chosen for their sustainability, nutrition, and eco-friendliness. The exhibit reflects on the origins of food and the lives involved in its production, promoting a sense of gratitude and awareness. From Earth Mart, we walk over to Bulgaria. The immersive 360-degree video shares Bulgaria's visions and dreams for a sustainable future, from the natural environment to the microscopic world. The Qatar pavilion is inspired by the shape of traditional boats.
So the keyword of this pavilion is from the coastline we plugless.
That theme highlights Qatar's maritime heritage and sustainable development, showcasing the coastal history from pearl diving to modern advancement, illustrated by the national capital of Doha. Next stop, UAE. United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
Or UAE.
UAE, yeah.
So it's one country?
Yeah.
One country.
One country,
But seven Emirates.
Yes, and then the most known one is called Dubai. And then there's and then we have Abu Dhabi, which is the capital.
So we have 90 columns around our pavilion, and all of these columns are made out of the palm tree waste, the date palm tree waste.
The date palm is one of the most important crops in the UAE, used for a variety of purposes, as illustrated in the video. What is the fabric here, the textile?
This textile, it's called al-saduk. It's a very traditional way of weaving. So we take the fur from the animals, from camels, from sheep and goats, and we will weave them together to make something like clothing, carpets, and covering for homes.
And how many people live in the UAE?
So the UAE population is around 10 million.
10?
Yes, and something I would like to highlight, we have people from 200 nationality living in the UAE in peace and in harmony.
And the final pavilion that we're sharing with you is Azerbaijan, where you're greeted by dancing statues.
You can see diversity of our people, and you can see our capital city. It's Baku. We have 4 million people living here. We have 9 of 11 climate zones, and we have more than 30 national parks and sanctuaries. So on this side you can see our national traditional carpet. The Azerbaijan is located on the shore of the Caspian Sea. So our neighboring countries are Russia, Iran, Turkey, Georgia, and Armenia. We have a very rich history, historical monuments, beautiful nature, and very beautiful capital city, Baku. So you are welcome in Azerbaijan.
That wraps up our visit to Expo, with a final look at night at some more of the beautiful pavilions as we make our way out through the exit, back into the subway station, and ride the train back into central Osaka. The train originates here in this brand new station and arrives empty but quickly fills up at night as everybody's leaving about the same time. If you line up and wait for the next train, you will get a seat. It's only a 40-minute ride to get back into the center of the city. Now I have a final bonus for you with music and scenes of Expo with no further narration. frequently upload new movies, so please subscribe to our channel and click that little alarm bell so you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up? And we always welcome comments down below. Or if you have questions about the destination, make note and we'll answer them. Thanks for watching.